Unité 3, Niveau 3-4, page 115, the imperfect and the passé composé. In Unit 1, we reviewed passé composé. In Unit 2, we learned about imparfait, or the imperfect. And now we're putting the two together. Passé composé, composed past, is a completed action. Imparfait, or the imperfect verb, means that it is not completed. The action is still continuing up to present time. The imperfect and passé composé reflect different ways of looking at events. In general, the imperfect is used to give background information and to describe conditions or circumstances in the past. And normally, when we think of this, we think of the word was or were. So if you say so and so was singing or they were dancing, then that would be in French imperfect. Look at our example. Céline Dion chantait avec sa famille. Céline Dion was singing with her family. And it means that not only was she singing with her family, but she may still be singing with her family. And it could be implied as a past habit. In general, passé composé is to tell when events occurred only one time in the past. In other words, it had a definite beginning and end. You could see it on a timeline as a point on a timeline. Maurice Jarre a composé la musique de Dr. Zhivago. To describe an action that was happening when it was interrupted by another action, use the imperfect for the continuous action and the passé composé for the completed action. So Daniel Auteuil étudiait quand on l'a choisi pour son premier rôle. Daniel Auteuil was studying when he was chosen, or someone chose him for his first role. So in these sentences, you're going to do a continuous event with an interruption. Here is an example. Grégoire fait une déclaration de vol. So we're going to say that Greg was at the police station when he made a declaration of theft or filed a complaint. Venus Williams. Now, where would Venus Williams be? Well, she's a tennis star. So let's see. Librairie, Lycée, Montagne, Parc d'Attraction. So she's probably somewhere where she has to play sports. So more than likely she'll be in the stadium. So we would say Venus, and then we would say était, because they're saying was. Right? She was at the stadium quand elle a gagné le match de tennis. So the first part was describes the setting. Okay, she was at the stadium, and when she won the match of tennis, well, it had a beginning and an end, so it's finished. So that makes it passé composé. Okay, follow the same pattern for the rest of the exercises.